hill to climb. Make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The jet sweep pass. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. Complete. Not down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it again. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Using his feet. Touchdown Longhorns! And the route is on. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Auburn going to work with another first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tiger.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 34 over Purdue. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it, going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking the shot. Brings it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
He's got his man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're trying to get to it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
70, Auburn, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. That's crazy.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great.
Going up top. Makes a catch at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Feeling some heat. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say running the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point was good. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. This is what you're looking for.